Today was Joao Bauer of the Sao Paulo Mets versus Sergey Lebedev of the Moscow Wolverines. Sergey had arrived with his manager Anatoly Filatov, and in the first game it was the Russian who took the slight lead in the pairing. He extended it even more in hand 25 with kings, then in the very next hand the Russian picked up kings again to take him to 60 big blinds next to Joao's 22. Joao was down to 10 big blinds, Sergey with ace-4, Joao with jack-10. The jack on the turn meant Joao was able to double up and he was back in the game with 18 big blinds. Hand 48 was a race, ace-10 versus 5s. The ace on the flop meant that Sergey took the pot to cripple Bauer, and from there it was a double up to 6 big blinds for Bauer, and then another double up until the stacks were level once again. The Sao Paulo Met then took the lead in the game, but he couldn't sustain it as Moscow eventually, after a record amount of hands, took the first game down. Into game 2, and we wondered if this game would be as long as the first one. Lebedev also took a commanding lead in the second game. Hand 34 saw 9s for Joao and Sergey with ace-4. 2-pair for Bauer, who took this pot and was able to level out the stacks once again. Hand 42 was king-queen for Sergey and ace-7 for Joao. The queen on the river meant another double-up for the Russian, and the Brazilian was crippled. But he had come back from this before. Could he come back again? The answer this time was no, though, as Lebedev won the hand in the next game. Into game 3, and could the Russian deliver the clean sweep today? Well, this game was over much quicker than the first two. It was only hand 7 and Sergey held 10-9. It was ace-king for the Sao Paulo Met. Lebedev was all in and Joao went for the hero call, but this time it was no good. Moscow Wolverines taking the third game, making it a clean sweep for Russia. Moscow Wolverines now with 119 points in their conference. Sao Paulo remain with 109 in the Americas Conference.